There seems to be a lot of questions and confusion about young people who are involved in their ministry, those young people who are committed to their ministry. Inquiring minds desire to know, is it really real? Can young people really be saved, sanctified, living holy, and committed to their ministry and committed to God? So, we interviewed a couple of young people from a local church, Monument of Joy. These are real today's youth. These are not actors. And here's what they had to say.
Up watching a solo dance to Alabaster Box, and while I was watching it, I remember myself freezing at my seat, and I knew something was going on with me, but I didn't understand exactly what it was. I just froze, and my eyes locked on the dance. And I remember when Jessica came up to me and was like, "Come on, you ready to go?" And I slowly turned her, and I was like, and my sister was like, "Come on, let's go, let's go." And I was like, okay. And I left, but I can remember that the whole time in the car, I wanted to say, "Can I go back with you?" But I wasn't bold enough to do it. But I really honestly believe that that was my first experience, because I didn't get saved that day, but something changed in me that day. Yeah.
God uses two distinct ways to contact me. The very first encounter with him is through a dream. I was at church one night and I had a conflict that I was dealing with, and I prayed to God, "God, I don't know what to do. I really need your help." And that same night when I went to bed, he gave me a very clear and distinct dream. I knew exactly what I was supposed to do. Another time, I believe, was a little bit more personal. He used a scripture that I had read in the Bible, and he told me what I should do because I was about to do something I wasn't supposed to, and he brought a scripture back to my remembrance. And that is how God has really contacted me.
My first encounter with God was, I was 19. I came to Monument of Joy, and Apostle was speaking like directly to whatever I was going through. And I was wondering why he knew all my business. And I was upset at Johnny, thinking that he told Apostle all my business. But he did an altar call, and I just fell out. I mean, I didn't know what was going on then, but after that, you know, I wanted to understand more, so I kept coming.
Wow. My first encounter with God was when I had to been about 10 or 11, and we went to go visit a church, and that's when we first started to have my cousin over, my cousin Samantha, which is my sister, because we adopted her. And life just got hard, and we was in service, and they had praise and worship, and praise and worship was so pure, like, "God, you're awesome, God, you're holy." And I guess I was burdened down, I just lifted up my hands, and the tears started running out of my face. And I was like, "God, you can only keep me right now."
Assurance, having assurance to know that no matter where I am, God is with me, you know.
Is that, you know, my faith has increased greatly in God, you know.
Young as I am, is I get to, you know, understand and grow while I'm still in my learning stage. Like, I'm not set in my ways. And
being different, you know, it comes in forms of people just drawn to you, like, "Oh, she's something that's different about her. I like her."
It's keeping a relationship with God, reading and praying daily. Have to keep it up.
One is staying pure and waiting until marriage. Others is not following the crowd. But I guess that my greatest challenge is being lazy.
You know, I'm a standout from being saved, and I'm going to church and they're going to the club, and a lot of times I want to do those things, but I know being that I'm saved, that I should, you know, continue to do what's right and be that witness for them.
Okay, I think one of the greatest things God has given me to impact and make impact in the kingdom is my gift of music.
I do believe that intercessory is my role. I say that because out of everything that I can possibly do, I love to be in prayer. I love to remain in prayer. If all I had to do all day is be in the presence of God, I will be there. But that's not the reality of the situation.
Making this flyer on Photoshop to trumpet, dancing, stepping, miming, all of that. Anything I can find, I'll do to bless other people's lives. Even singing. Even though I can't sing. But yeah.
There are many youth today that are serious about God and His kingdom. As youth, we too go through the different trials and temptations that are presented to us on a daily basis. And it is only through God's strength that we are able to stand against the wiles of the devil. We live a life of conviction that causes us to consistently be reminded that living God's way is the right way. God is truly in our hearts, and we know that it is important to put Him first in everything that we do. He is truly raising up an army that will go across the nation, destroying yokes and breaking chains through God's power. We will rise up, take our positions, march in the army of the Lord, because this is how we will break every chain.